Once again, it's your friend, the sorcerer, you dig? And today we're going to talk about sex magic. Um, Sex magic to me, sex magic is the use of sensuality, eroticism, sexual stimulation, orgasm, and sexual body fluids for the purpose of attaining altered states of consciousness. So you can use sex magic for all type of things, for casting spells and plenty other ways of magic. A lot of people think that you gotta have sex for sex magic, but that's not true. Because sex magic is all about creating energy and using your imagination. So a lot of people use symbols instead of actually having sex. You know, they would use a symbol, something like a ritual blade and a ritual cup. You dig? The blade would represent the dick, and the cup would represent the pussy. When you take the blade and put it inside the cup, it's a symbol of balance. So know that you don't have to have sex physically to perform sexual magic, because it's all about creating energy. Some even believe that sexual energy is the greatest energy that people can use to experience their own physical and spiritual senses. You know, in ancient times, sexual energy was praised. You know, it was praised because of its magical and spiritual ability to create life. You know, in some traditions, sex magic is used for initiation for a newcomer, or initiation for the high priest or high priestess. A lot of sexual ceremonies uses real live naked women for the altar. Here, the living altar itself possessed the ability to give birth. You know, there's a lot of reasons to use the lady as an altar, but that is one of them there. So you want to know that sexual magic is sexual energy being stirred and just put to the imagination. A lot of people keep asking me, what is sex magic? What is sex magic? Well, it's a magic that takes from the energy of sex and combine it with the imagination to create things, to make things happen, to make things work. What else I want to talk about sex magic? Let's see. Well, sex magic, it can be a part of one expression of love, and it can also be simply just having fun, just sharing, you know, energy. You know what I mean? If it's two people that love each other, they can have fun with it. You know what I mean? Because it can better your relationship too. You know what I mean? Because sex magic increases potency in your relationship. You dig what I'm saying? So you got to understand this shit too. You know, a lot of people talk down on sex magic, but sex magic can also heal your relationship and make things better for you. You know, in the occult world, the male semen is channeled energy, and it always moves toward manifestations of the material form. You feel me? So it's always trying to create. You dig? In masturbation, the energy is absorbed by one of the planes. You dig? This creates, you know, this can create entities. You know what I'm talking about? When the usual conclusion of sexual intercourse is avoided, the discharge of energy is absorbed and forms in the astral image of the mental image in the mind. You dig what I'm saying? So what does this do? This image becomes alive and functioning link between the subconscious mind and the astral plane. You understand me? So when you create an extension of yourself that you can use. You dig what I'm saying? You can use your astral self. You can astral project yourself somewhere to somebody through sexual magic. You know, not only through sexual magic can you do this, you can also do this with all types of magic, but through sexual magic you can also do it. You dig? You want to know in sexual magic too that the power of it comes from the base of your spine. Some call it the serpent power. You know, it moves up through your spine on up to the third eye. You dig what I'm saying? You want to know this, especially if you're practicing sexual magic, how to work it. What else I want to say about sex magic real quick? Through sex magic, you can also cast spells. Why? Because The magician understands that sex is a tool just to create energy. You know what I mean? The magician or the witch takes the energy, combines it with their imagination, creating a picture inside of their mind at the same time as the action of sex is taking place. You dig what I'm saying? So as the sex is taking place, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, you feel me? Constantly building that energy up. So when the spell busts, the spell is released to manifest. What I mean by the spell busting, I mean that nut busting. So you building up that energy by going in and out. And then finally, boosh! Oh, shit. You release the spell. That's another way to do it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know your power and know how to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Sex itself is very powerful and can be considered magic. You know what I mean? So you don't have to be a magician to do sex magic, because sex carries a potent energy, and it can definitely have somebody hooked. You know what I'm talking about? Definitely have somebody hooked. A lot of men, you know what I mean? He could be 45, she could be 18, getting him for everything he got. She don't even care about his ass. You know what I mean? He taking care of her kids, paying her bills, every motherfucking thing, and she don't even like his punk ass. You know, it could be just like that. Why? Because he could be addicted. You know, and vice versa. It could be a man that don't care nothing about you. It could be a man that don't care nothing about that woman. You understand me? He just using her, but she hooked and can't go nowhere. You dig what I'm saying? She done got whipped by that dick. That dick and got her whipped. You know, and the same thing with the man. Pussy whoop. Can't go nowhere. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to know your power. You understand me? It's alright to be in love, though, and pussy whipped, or in love and dick whipped. If you in love and that motherfucker love you too. You dig what I'm saying? But if the motherfucker don't love you and just treating you like you ain't shit, then you got to get out that shit. You dig what I'm saying? It's time for you to go and get up out that shit, because you just getting used and abused. You dig what I'm saying? So my thing is this: if you feel like you trapped under some kind of sex spell or whatever, you dig, or lust spell or whatever, then, you know, the thing to do to get out of that is to take self-control. You got to take back your self-control. That's the first thing you have to do. You know, you have to tell yourself that you're not doing it no more. You got to tell yourself, look, we done with that. We done with them. You know what I mean? You got to mean it. You got to stand on it. You just can't be bullshitting. Otherwise, you sound just like the motherfucker that said they're going to quit smoking cigarettes, quit for one day, and still had a cigarette in their mouth the next day. Come on, man. You know, I'm done with that person. I told you I wasn't messing with her. I told you I wasn't messing with him. And the next day they at your house, then you on bullshit. You know, you can't get away if you don't really want to get away. You understand me? So you got to know your power. You know, you break the spell of sex. You break a spell that got your mind by meaning what you say, standing on it. You know what I mean? You got to say something and stand on it. Be true to yourself. You know, if you mean what you say, then you will break that spell. You understand me? You will break the spell. But you got to be real, true to yourself first, and take back what's yours, that self-control. Because that's all a spell is. You know, you ain't got no self-control. But you got to break up out of that shit. You know what I mean? And take back your power. You dig? So, you know, I hope I broke it down enough for you. You know about this sex magic, how people can use their power for many things. They can astral project themselves other places, to other people's home, to other people's minds. You know what I mean? And then they can also use it to keep you enslaved. But it also can heal. And also can help. Sex can be a great helper. You know, magic works like that. Anything that can harm can also heal. That's magic. That's the power of magic. You understand me? So, you dig? Oh yeah, what I want to say too. Some people also, well, a lot of witches, they also use sperm, sweat, you know, and all the wetness from the woman pussy. You dig? They keep it and use it for rituals too. Not all witches, but some do. You dig what I'm saying? That's another part of sex magic that I left out. But I'm going to end it like this. Black magic, black magic, black magic. Almighty self. We are.